challengers can just keep killing the units out in the open here. Hello guys, and welcome to episode 13 of the Left Hook campaign in WARNO, playing on the NATO side. Previously we managed to push back the 2nd Battalion of the 249th Guards with the Belgians in what was a pretty incredible battle fighting over the bridges. But today we're going to be continuing our pushes across the front, trying to take out as many units as possible this time around. But before we do that, let's have a look at the casualties, something I was asked to have a look at. So we'll take a look now. So battalions, we have lost the 1 battalion that self-destructed, which was the artillery battalion. We've lost 524 soldiers, 20 artillery, 68 tanks, 5 aircraft, 16 helicopters, and 149 support units. On the AI side, they have lost 15 battalions, 4,623 soldiers, 157 artillery, 716 tanks, 17 aircraft, 35 helicopters, and 911 support units. So they've actually lost 37% of their soldiers and 42% of their tanks. We've actually shot down 25% of their aircraft as well. So we're doing pretty well. And slowly but surely, we'll be breaking through the front line and just eventually just run over Kassel and Göttingen. Because bear in mind, we've done this in, what, 5 turns? Killed that many. So another 5 turns, we'll have basically the whole map, and then we can just click through the turns in order to end the campaign. That's probably what will likely happen. But for now, we still have units to kill that are in our way, and honestly, the 2nd Battalion of the 249th is still hanging out in front of us. I think I'm just going to kind of move up on them, though. We're not going to attack them again this turn. Actually, what I want to do is switch out these guys, because we did take some losses on those chaps. I could maybe even go around them, try and get a little bit of a flanking attempt on these units, but I have no idea what's at Kassel, so not the best idea. Down here, I do want to move up my recon. I think I'm actually going to send this recon over here so that it can be acting as an auxiliary for my Belgian units. Otherwise, we'll just park up behind these 2 units with the VKK and the HQ. Perfect. Alright, so that's going to be all of the units down here moved up. We do now have a potential battle against these guards units with our British forces. I would say that we should take this attack. We have 3 out of 6 fatigue on the Blues and Royals. I reckon we can make this work. Where's my AA? I'm going to probably move the AA down and across so that it covers this battle, just in case they want to bring in any aircraft. So we'll go for Queen's Own Highlanders, I think. Or we could just bring up the Jaeger battalion. Yeah, we'll use the Jaegers. And we'll attack this unit. Alright, that'll do. Let's see the map. Okay. Twin cities, let's go. Alright, they're going to hit our air net with their aircraft. That's a bunch of Su-17s. They didn't manage to get through. They did lose a plane. We also lost some units because of that. But that means that we're not going to be having to deal with enemy aircraft, so that's good. Okay, so this is more like a clean-up battle, really, than anything else. The Blues and Royals can use their challengers to just wipe the floor here, I think, pretty easily. It's going to be fun to get the challengers out once again. Go for the Challenger Mark IIs on the left. Create a little bit of a group that can push there. We'll send a group to the right and a group to the mid. I have more Challenger leaders. I do. Only 2 of them total, actually. Alright, so recon is the other thing. We'll use the Aufkadder of the Germans. We'll just put 2 on each front. and then we can just push slowly with our tanks. Getting the tanks in early is a good idea. So that'll do.
I am listening, Captain.
Just make sure that these have orders. And off we go. So we'll likely have to win by morale victory, because I'm not sure we're going to be able to contest these sectors soon enough. If we just take a major victory and deal a lot of damage to them, it can still destroy them. So, like, that might also be a solution. Most of the infantry appears to be coming in like these BTRs, so we should be okay. Do I have some scorpions? It's not quite what I was thinking of. I was hoping I had some scimitars available. We can bring in scorpions.
Waiting for instructions.
Right, let's push forwards aggressively across the open with the challenges.
Move, but watch our flanks. This is Red 2, enemy spotted. I hear you loud and clear. Move, but watch our flanks. Yes, sir. It's hot here.
And we'll just fire position that.
All ammo spent.
Because
radio check, Red 1-6, over.
they're kind of getting the better of us a little bit.
Hunting for the enemy. Waiting for instructions.
Just keep pushing forwards. Make sure we can see those units. The AT-BBK on the left should go down.
Yes, sir.
The AT we cannot see.
We'll find them, and then we'll kill them.
Right, let's just pull these off the hill, because they're not going to make any room.
Enemy spotted.
My Challenger 2 leader did take quite a bit of damage there. Okay, good hit.
What are your orders, sir?
I didn't think they would have so many
Go back.
ATGMs left.
Red 6 mounted up.
That's just Metis.
Radio check, Red 1-6, over. All ammo spent. Damn, that was close.
It's probably the same here, where it's just like a Metis squad.
Yes, Captain. Jawohl. Hunting for the enemy.
That's actually a Conquest, okay. I was going to say, it's doing a little bit more damage than the Metis would in the front armor.
Yes, sir.
Let's bring up some Jaegers just to push through this tree line.
Go back slowly.
We'll have to fall back a little bit there, just to make sure those get repaired. Half Carter. And just kind of push up on the right here. Scout for the challenges. Probably a Metis squad in that building, to be honest.
Ready to supply. Roger. Moving there. I'm all ears.
I'm not going to move up the Scorpions yet, because I'm worried that they will just get popped by those HGMs.
At your orders. Good job, gunner. Roger. Search and destroy.
We can't let
Yes, Captain.
the Afkada get killed by the BTRs. That's important.
Ready, sir.
They did get spotted. The BRDMs saw them. I was hoping that, like, it looked like just the BTRs were just closing in on them. But yeah, that kind of sucks.
Good job, gunner. We'll find them, and then we'll kill them. Waiting for instructions.
And they've used up all of their
This is
ammo.
Red 2, enemy spotted. On the road again. Successful hit. Ja, dort, Feind dort. Go back slowly. Yes, Captain. Move, but watch our flanks. This is Red 2, enemy spotted. Good job, Gunner. Waiting for orders. Fall back. We'll find them. And
Let's
then
keep
we'll
that moving
kill them.
forwards, the Avocado. We need to spot
Waiting for
those.
instructions. Successful hit. This is Red 2, enemy spotted. At your orders. Melde Zug zur Stelle. Successful hit.
Okay, the Jaegers will clean out that tree line on the left. Meanwhile, challengers can just
Good job, Gunner.
keep killing the units out in the open here.
Radio check, Red 1-6, over.
It's like combination of the Scorpions
Successful hit.
helping the challengers is really nice.
Careful, enemies nearby.
Just because it's kind of historically accurate in the way that they would have been used.
Waiting for orders. Successful hit. Combat speed driver. Successful hit. This is Red 2, enemy spotted. Hit.
And we are destroying
Waiting for
those infantry very nicely indeed.
Angriffsformation, sammeln. Wir schaffen es nicht. Good job, Gunner. I hear you loud and clear. Enemy spotted. Ah, es hat mich erwischt, verdammt, es hat mich erwischt. Tank ready. What are your orders, sir? Feind vernichtet. Ready, sir. Roger. Waiting for instructions. I've nothing else planned for this afternoon.
I will let the scouts lead the charge. I will let the Spartan just follow the Challenger Mark II.
Red 6 mounted up. Ward added to Red Leader. I have
Oh,
listening.
there goes the score.
We'll find them, and then we'll kill them. Radio check. Red 1-6, over. Feind gesichtet. Successful hit. Damn, that was close. Bewegung, Sie sind hier nicht auf der Fritz Heckert. I am listening, Captain.
Let's keep moving forwards, the Avocado on the left there.
Yes, sir. Backwards. Yes,
That's
Captain.
actually like a proper aces jam.
Slowly. Successful hit. Roger. Search and destroy. Yes, sir. Enemy spotted. Radio check. Red 1-6. Over. Ward added to Red Leader. I am listening.
I'm gonna bring up some Jaegers that can kind of push across to this tree line.
Tank ready. Reverse, but keep facing
Oh,
the
we actually lost a Charlie too. I didn't expect that to kill. I thought it was just gonna be another one of those fuggos. We don't have any smoke left on these because they auto-smoked earlier. Maybe I can smoke the Challenger with the Scorp. Oh, the Spalling crit as well. No.
6 mounted up.
That's so bad.
Good job, Gunner. Marsch, marsch.
Sometimes
Good
luck
job,
just
Gunner.
is not on my side, eh? I was like, gonna pull off the nice
I am listening. Fall
assisted smoke move there, but did not
back. At your orders.
want to happen. Oh, I might have cut it. Potentially in trouble here on the right hand side. I shouldn't have probably pushed up on this right hand side. It's just, it's really difficult, especially with all these buildings here. There's so much like side shot threat.
Yes, sir. Roger. Search and destroy.
Pushing through here is just always going to be safer.
Auf Empfang.
Alright, the Jaegers getting a little bit ahead of themselves, but I think it's okay. Get revenge on that Conkers. It is nice to just hear the Challengers firing away. I've always thought the Challengers sound really nice when they fire in this game. Well, that Jaeger stays alive. A lot of infantry. Alright, we'll let the ferret join in, and I can probably move over this Challenger, to be honest. It's a lot of infantry there. Oh wow. The ferret actually losing out to the BTRs. I always forget just how good a KPVT can be against armor. But they're caught in a pincer now. Those poor infantry are just gonna slowly get annihilated over time. We'll keep the Aufkada together here. These Jaegers just need to keep doing a runner. I am worried about those Aufkada being spotted and taken out. We'll just run them back to help the Challenger out. We'll push a Challenger up with these Jaegers. Bit worried about these Challengers getting too close to any infantry that managed to push into this tree line. Speaking of, poor Scorpion's gonna get taken out there. Right, we just keep moving up with the Alf Cutter. There's Monostralky. Not going to last too long, so no longer need to worry about our flank there, I don't think. I'm pretty sure there's like 3 or 4 units that managed to get in here. The Alf Cutter would spot any that are left in here, so I think we more or less found them all now as they came up onto the ridge there. There's one left. Well, we killed the enemy leader, so that's good. Just going to move these back in case they start getting hit by artillery. And we just got to finish off 10 more units, 9 more units. It looks like they unloaded in that tree line there. We'll just continue forwards. Get the recon to spot the enemy units. Should be more than enough there to kill, to finish off the game. Well, let's just make sure that Monostralky doesn't kill us. Lovely. Alright, well. Blues and Royals. Going through a knife, like a knife through butter. It was very nice. Other than, obviously, the challenges that we lost. We did lose 2 challenges there. The Scorpions, they're always a bit fragile. But that was nice. Yeah, big hit there. Big hit indeed. And with those being disorganized, we can actually finish them off with the Queen's own Highlanders. So we'll just tactical battle that. And they are gone. Alright, let's pull those back so the Blues and Royals are up in front. And that has annihilated any resistance on Highway 44. So now, maybe I could take on the attack against the 2nd Battalion of the 249th, and it would just open the door towards Castle. I wasn't going to take this attack, but now I think about it, it could be a good idea. Just to try and finish these off and open the door here. We don't see anything else behind. There's like a massive gap. All of the Belgian forces after this can just head down to the bottom, whilst the main bulk of the forces in the center push straight into Castle. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, we'll take this attack. So we'll just engage with both of these. In terms of the map, should be fine. It's tactical battle. Jump on in. I was a bit worried about aircraft, but I guess they've used them all up. Okay, let's see what we can do here. I think the majority of the T-80s will be dead. I think this one had the BMP-2s, right? So the Leopard should be fine. Should be. Famous last words. Alright, let's go ahead and put some Leopards up on this ridge. We'll put some Leopards down below. Push into that sector. I'm trying to think if I could be quite aggressive here. I need recon. So let's get those out. We'll have one that can unload like quite far up. If we unload like so, then we can just like walk them up the hill and have like the tanks ready to like pounce afterwards. I think that's a good plan. Keep them all with the leaders so they get the extra veterancy and therefore the extra accuracy. I'll do another recon on this right hand side. But yeah, we're going to mainly focus here, I think. Could send maybe a couple tanks to the right. Nice thing about these leopards is good, they are only 2 points, but they have the firepower of like a 4-point tank because of their 105mm, 2,275 meter gun. Very nice. We won't need AA. Infantry. Do I need infantry? I think the better bet is just to go with like a scimitar with each of the leopard groups, and that way the scimitar can deal with the enemy infantry more effectively. Like infantry would be useful maybe if we were like pushing around the sides, or maybe when we get to here pushing infantry through, or the town. But I think most of this is open enough that my vehicles here should be fine. Alright, we're off for another Belgian operation. I always like the winter camo on the leaders. I think the idea behind that is that they hadn't had chance to repaint them before the war started. So it gives Eugen an excuse to put winter camos into the game. They look really cool. Alright, let's move the Avocado up onto the ridge. This one can start moving up there. This one can jump into one of these buildings. This one can kind of move in this direction. And we're not really bumping into anything, so I might actually just bring the leopards off the hill here. These ones can just like go up the road there. And I'll just have the Spartan follow the tanks. Alright, there's the BMP-2s. T-80B on that side, actually. Alright, we'll duck into cover here with the leopards. And this Colorado needs to fall back. Okay, not sure about that engagement. If I can make those continue to fall back, that would be good. Up here, oof. It's gonna be difficult. We're gonna have to like use this tree line, I think. Right, we got rid of the infantry. That's good. These guys need to fall back. Get the Acrado to move forwards. A good hit. We just need to keep sniping these BMP-2s. Tempted to let that fire. Let's go. Good job. Alright, nice. So, these damaged leopards, we'll bring them all back to the same place. And then I can bring in some Unimogs just to fix those up. We can probably get one of the leaders into the edge of the sector here just to stop the bleed. I'll try and move these across to engage the BMP-2 here. Good. These actually can probably move up on the right-hand side now I think about it. Alright, so far it's gone pretty smoothly. We're already low on tanks though. We only have to destroy 49 for morale victory, which is nice. And honestly, there's a good chance that we will completely wipe out this unit. Lovely hits there. Just getting the Spartan machine gun on target. Although the NSV is firing at that Spartan, dealing a decent amount of damage. Okay. Alright, there's a good chance for us to hit the T-80 from this tree line. I've just got to set up the ambush properly. I don't want that scimitar to go too far ahead, just because it's quite vulnerable to being taken out like a single-weighted gem. There's a lot of BMPs. A lot of BMPs. We could bring in the Jagdpanzers as well. Might bring up like a couple of Pioneers here just to push through this little area in case there's any like Motostrauki and stuff in position. Don't know if we killed units over here. I'm pretty sure I saw some APCs in that area. Ah, there we go. Some Motostrauki there. That's fine. Just gotta methodically move up here. Try not to waste any of our valuable units. I don't know if that's going to be close enough for me to be one shot. It doesn't have... Oh, it doesn't have smoke. No! Oh, that was a mistake. Okay, well, I'll take the T-80 kill. Hopefully we can take out one on the side here. Good. Okay, that's two. They surely can't have too many more than that. That's another T-80. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. One of my units there getting absolutely wrecked. We're gonna have to fix them up. Crikey. That was not a successful attack, was it? Let's unload these. Push them up. Okay, good. We won't push forwards the recon whilst the tanks aren't ready to support. That's a very bad idea. That's all of my tanks brought in now, I think. Yeah. Alright, well, that's what we've got to work with. Let's try and get this recon into this building. Can spread out these leopards. I didn't really mean to let the recon fire there, but turned out okay. The T-80 is being fixed up on the right hand side. Maybe this leopard can get a shot. It's a bit of a hill. I just pressed the smoke button again and they didn't have smoke. Oops. Okay, well, we'll have to bring in some infantry with AT launchers to just try and take that out. Oh, I think the TATB is making a bit of a move there. Yeah, I want to get in this tree line, so I'm a little bit closer. I guess one thing I could do, bring in Milan 2s. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Do I have more Milan 2s? I do. We could put some maybe on this left side. Move the Spartan to the left just so I have some recon there. And it looks like these pioneers got through with no problems, so that also means we can move up on this ridge. I've got to spot this T-80 that was in this tree line. You can still see the one on the right. I don't have any form of artillery like whatsoever, so it's not really an option. I'm going to move these Unimogs a little bit closer just so that we can replenish the smoke. Well, it's actually a T-80BK. Interesting. Well, we certainly don't have enough firepower to kill that. Actually, maybe with the Jagdpanzers we do. Interesting. What's the gun like on these? 14 pen at 1,925 meter range? Not ideal. Just going to bring up some infantry here that can do the job. Oh, we did actually almost kill that on the right here. I'm going to try and just kill it while we can. Never mind. Fell back into cover. We'll move the pioneers forwards on that right hand side. Let's have the Milan move up. Okay. We're in a bit of a tough situation because I don't want to like lose my recon units unnecessarily. I'm pushing them across the open to spot stuff. Could make that happen, but it's the only way that I would be able to advance, so yeah, it's a bit of a predicament really. I guess I could maybe use these AIF V50s. Yeah, the AIFV is equipped with the 50 cals on them. Going to be pretty useful for killing off those infantry, for example. That leopard's in a really good spot. Right, we managed to break through on the right, it seems. I'm going to be on top of the T-80 soon with the Pioneers, if it's still in that tree line. Alright, all of these we're going to have moved to the left. Alright, let's see if we can take a shot at that T-80. Haha, that T-80 moved on the left. We just keep moving everything up. I'll use the Jagdpanzers to support. But all of these, I really want them to just get into range of the T-80 here. Oh. Okay. Nice. Smoke, smoke, smoke. Fall back. We killed the T-80, that's big. Pioneers, please don't die. Both my leopards died there. While I was focusing on killing the one on the left. Looks like the Monostrelki were close enough to kill my leopards in cover. I was really hoping that my Pioneers would spot those units. Yeah, we've lost quite a lot of stuff now, to be honest. It might not even be a total victory. But that being said, it doesn't matter too much. I think we'll probably end up still destroying them completely. Just because they'll have taken a lot of losses overall on the unit. But it's always a tough battle. It really is. Actually, saying that, a lot of the units that I have lost are the APCs, rather than the tanks themselves. I think I only lost a couple of Leopard 1s so far. Right, we won't push towards that town. Probably get some kills with the Jagdpanzers though. Oh, they just got one shot by that ATGM. Fun to use them, but not the most effective of equipment. Right, let's see if we can just finish things off. Get into this town maybe. There's only 12 more kills needed to win on the morale victory. Got ourselves into a reasonably good position. I'm going to pull the leopards across here so we can make an attack onto the last point. Well, those leopards have to hit those shots. Oh, it showed side armor because of the infantry. Oh, that's so savage. Yeah, that was a shame. Didn't need to lose that one. There really isn't much left though. You can tell because they're just spamming machine guns. Like, there's no more BMP-2s coming towards us other than the ones that are like dotted around. I think the majority of this battle is just us playing clean up on this unit. So on the campaign map, I imagine they will be destroyed. Oh, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Oh, killing that leopard, or sorry, T-80 would be nice. How can I do that? Only one more kill, so we'll just go for like whatever unit we see first. And the T-80 would be nice. Looks like it's going to be a Monostroke though. Alright. Well, that wasn't too bad. I just want to check the losses. It did get classed as a major victory. We lost 4 leopards in the end. 5 leopards. It was a lot of these transports that were causing us to sort of bleed morale. Yeah, without those, that probably would have been a lot more decisive. But, as I said, it's destroyed the enemy unit entirely. So, I will take that as a big win, honestly, because now, honestly, the road to Castle is completely open, I think. And we will be able to just sweep down there. We're of course going to have to continue to deal with the abundance of tanks on the north side, but yeah, fantastic stuff. Honestly, really good couple of battles today, cleaning up these units. Alright, certainly making some progress. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.